Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some.
Hey everyone, my name is Anderson and welcome back to my channel of the Millennial Digital Nomad. In this video, I'll be talking about what is digital nomad, or at least what is digital nomad in my definition. I will also be talking about the motivation behind why I decided to adopt this lifestyle. And lastly, I will also be talking about how am I going to do this. So first one, I'll be talking about what is digital nomad and what does it mean. From my understanding, it is like someone that work predominantly location dependent. And so that means their work is predominantly done on a digital platform. So whether you're running an e-commerce business or you're doing some sort of like tech industry work like myself. And secondly, nomad is someone that kind of like move from one place to the next within a couple of months. So for me, it is someone that works digitally and can move from places to places independent on the location. Now I'm going to talk about the reason why I decided to take on this lifestyle. For me, I've always been fascinated with the idea of traveling. I guess like the hindrance is like, how am I going to support my lifestyle? So when I get offered my job, it was in the middle of pandemic. So like, you know, travel was definitely out of the question, but it has always been in the back of my head, in a position where what if, you know, travel will resume again? Fast forward 2 years later, we are able to travel a little more than what we can 2 years ago or a year ago. In last month, work has flown me from Melbourne to New York. While I was there, I was also doing sightseeing and exploring the city. As I was traveling and as I was exploring the city, you know, like going to different museums, walking from suburbs to suburb just to explore, I find myself getting really tired. And I was thinking to myself like, damn, like I'm still quite young, but like I'm getting really tired from all this walking. And imagine me doing this in 20 years time when I'm like 50 or 60. You know, I'll have more money and I'll be able to travel more, but will I have the same stamina or energy to do that again? I think that's when it really like hit me. I'm like, if I want to travel, I have to do it while I'm still young and capable. When I come back to Melbourne, I thought, you know, that idea would just kind of like dies down. You know, sometimes when you make those decisions when you're in the heat, when you're traveling, you're like, oh my god, this place is amazing, I want to like move there. And then when you go back to your reality, you kind of like change your mind. So I thought the same thing would happen with my idea of like becoming a digital nomad, but it didn't. Like it just makes me want to do it more. And I think the reason is because I just have this epiphany that I wake up and I'll just turn on the computer, I go to the kitchen, make a coffee, and I go back to my bedroom because that's where my office is. And I'll work through the day, and then to the evening, I'll go to the gym, and then I'll catch up with my friends for dinner, or I'll cook dinner, and then I'll go to bed. And I'll just repeat the same thing again and again. And it's just a very mundane lifestyle. For someone like me, you know, I have no dependent, I have no children or pets. For me, it was like, I wanted more excitement out of my life. It felt very much like I could do this for another 5-10 years and nothing would ever change, like everything will stay the same. So just make me like, no, you know what? I definitely want to do this. I always feel like if I don't set a date, I will not do it. I don't want to do it tomorrow because, you know, like as a functioning adult, there are still a lot of things I need to sort through first. I'm like, let's set a date. I think 2 months from now sounds reasonable. So that's when I set the date for myself, September 2022. That's when I'm gonna leave Melbourne. And this is actually a good way for me to keep myself accountable with this YouTube channel, so that hopefully when you guys watch my channel in a couple months time, hopefully I'll be shooting this in a different location. That is the first reason why I choose to become a digital nomad. And the second one for me is actually the cost of living. I am living in Melbourne, Australia, which is one of the most livable cities in the world. And with that, it does come with the cost. The cost of living here is quite high. Your rent, your food, your utility bills, etc. They are a lot higher compared to the other cities. The places that I'm planning to go to are in Southeast Asia, where the cost of living are a lot cheaper. I'm in a very unique position where I get paid the same regardless of my physical location. So for me, it is also a cost-saving method to live in a country where the cost of living is not as high, but still receiving the same income as I would in Melbourne, Australia. With the additional money that I'm able to save up, I can use it towards travel, or I can use it for investment purpose to help to secure my finance future. I think these two are the main reason why I decided to take up this digital nomad lifestyle. Next one, I'm going to talk about how am I going to do this. I think for me, the benefit of becoming a digital nomad is like the world is my oyster. I can just kind of go wherever my heart desire, as long as it is in place with the local COVID situation as well as the visa requirement. For me, I think the first place I have decided for myself to go to will be Bali, Indonesia, because that will be the closest to Melbourne, Australia. And then from there, I'll probably stay there for 2-3 months. And then after that, I'll be moving to the next destination, which right now I'm tossing between Bangkok, Thailand, or a city in Vietnam, either Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh. Reason why is because I need to still be in sort of like the major city because of the internet connection required for my work. And also it'd be easier to get to any major airport as well. If you have any suggestion of which city I should go to, feel free to comment down below and let me know. That's it. That's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed this sort of content. If there's anything that you would like me to answer, feel free to comment down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next video to talk a little bit more about how I'm going to actually pack up my life here and what are the steps that I'll be doing. Until then, stay safe and see you guys next time. Bye.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.